Hey yogis, what's up? Today we've got some core strength, some ab work, so we're getting down to business. We'll work with, like I said, that center energy, which is great for everything. Even like when you're lifting up your kiddo, that's the strength that you're using throughout your yoga practice or your time at the gym. Lifting anything is really good to stay connected. So we'll begin seated just to center ourselves. It's nice to prop your hips up on something so that your hips are a little bit lifted above your knees. Let your eyes close. And take a moment to quiet down. When we find stillness in the body, it helps us access that same thing in the mind. So just settling in, letting the shoulders become soft while the spine stays long. Take a cleansing breath out your mouth. Letting go of any stale energy, or maybe you're feeling a little tired. Imagine as you breathe out, empty all the way out, so that you can breathe fresh, new, energized breath in. And then we'll let the eyes open and get rid of whatever it is that you're sitting on. And just set it off to the side. Come to face the top of your mat, and we'll start with a boat pose. So for boat pose, since we're just getting warm, bring the hands to the backs of the thighs and allow yourself to lean back a little bit just so the feet lift up off the mat. And then peel the heart open, so that means the shoulders slide back and you're breathing. So when the heart stays lifted, that calls on the abdominal muscles more. If you have a little further to go, if this is really breathable, you can bring the shins up in line with the knees. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, the arms can lengthen. So these are all options. These are all layers. Everyone's different. Every day is different. But the breath can be the same. So breathe in and breathe out. Keep that lift from the heart. Let the toes flare so everything is alive. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, wrap the arms around the shins. Let the forehead come to the knees. Exhale all the way. And then inhale right back into boat pose. So it's like you're blossoming open. Maybe the legs can extend. The gaze can lift just a little bit, but the shoulders stay soft. So if I'm here, then that means I got to back off a little bit because the heart needs to be open. Take another breath in. And then exhale, cross your shins, come forward onto hands and knees. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart. Cow pose, let the throat open. Exhale, press the earth away so the back of the heart even gets nice and long. One more time to breathe in and look forward. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. So let the hands walk forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips. As you stretch long through the arms, feel from the shoulders, plugging back and down, the bones of the arms press into the mat, into the hands, into the mat, and then from the backs of the shoulders to the waist, lift up. Take a breath in. And then from the backs of the hips to the heels, exhale, lengthen. Fingers alive, press into the mat, plank pose. So roll yourself forward. And then notice if your head falls off your body and then put it back on. So the gaze is slightly forward. As you exhale, bring your right elbow where your right hand was and your left elbow where your left hand was. Forearm plank. So again, press the earth away. The back of the heart domes and allows the belly to get a little more active. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, let the head drop off, lift your hips and start to walk your toes in toward your elbows for dolphin pose. So go as far as you can, but keep the head nice and soft and feel the forearms. They're in the shape of the number 11. Squeeze them toward each other without actually lifting them up. So just an energetic squeeze, lighting up the biceps. As you breathe out, forearm plank, call on the belly as you walk the feet back out nice and long. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower to your pelvis, Sphinx pose. So now your elbows are just below the shoulders or slightly forward. And then if you want to, you can just hang out here. But the idea is to stay nice and active. So press the forearms to the mat and drag the heart through the frame of the shoulders. Healthy compression for the low back. So as we ignite the abdominals, we're also making sure they're open. So it's a nice balanced practice. Take another breath in. Child's pose as you breathe out. Plank pose as you breathe in, crawl the hands forward, shoulders come right above the wrists. And then you don't want the booty lifting up or dropping down too low. So one long line, stretch the heels behind you and the tips of the ears forward. Take a breath in. Downward facing dog. Use your belly as you breathe out. Step your right foot up between your thumbs. A breath in to let the gaze lift. Forward fold as you exhale, top of the mat. Lift halfway as you breathe in. Exhale and bow. We're going to come into chair pose. So the feet can be close together with the toes touching. A little bit of space between the heels, or you can keep the feet hip width distance. So it depends on your body. Drop the heels low with the fingertips on the earth. See how much you can stretch the heart forward. Take a breath in, and then the exhale reaches the arms up and overhead, Utkatasana, chair pose. So here, important, make sure you can see your toes. If you can't, then you got to shift your booty and your shins further back behind you. The tailbone drops down, but also back toward the back edge of the mat, so the belly hugs up and in. You got to use your breath to stay here, right? Take another breath in. As you breathe out, hands to your heart. Stay with it, inhale. As you exhale, twist your left elbow outside your right thigh. And then look down at your knees. Make sure one's not sneaking forward. You want them nice and in line. And then see if you can drop your seat a little bit lower. Inhale all the way up to stand. Long arms, big breath. Exhale, hands at your heart. All the way up to stand, sweep the arms, breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees a lot. Chair pose, here we go. Sweep the arms up and then soften the shoulders. And then again with the front ribs, let them hug in so the belly hugs in. Stay with your breath. On an exhale, prayer the hands at the heart. Time even longer. Exhale, twist the other way. Right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. And then there's this sense of leaning back here so that the shoulder blades move into the back of the heart. Let the gaze come wherever the neck feels comfortable. Take another breath in. Stay for your breath out. All the way up to stand, breathe in. Whew, hallelujah, breath out. Let the hands come to the center of the heart. Let's work into some balance now. So bringing the weight into the left foot. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Bring your right knee in toward your heart. So right away, the eyes have to rest in one place. Eagle pose, right leg over, right arm under. So feel a little bit of chair pose here. As you squeeze the belly back, bend the legs a little bit deeper. Notice my right toes are touching down on the earth. So if this shape is new for you, that's a really good place to be. Otherwise, you can let the foot hover, or maybe you can wrap it all the way around. Take another breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Feel the inner thighs hug. Take a big breath in. Smooth breath out. All the way up, unravel, breathe. Hands to the heart, let it go. Full breath in. And smooth breath out. Other side. Weight comes into the right foot. A sweep of the arms and the left knee first, so that you can focus your gaze. When the eyes rest in one place, it sends a message to the physical body that you're safe. So sink down low and find the variation of the legs that works for you. If your wrap of the arms is really difficult, bring the hands to the shoulders. You'll still get that same opener at the back of the heart. Get low, wide breath in. Stay for your breath out. One more time, together, let's breathe. All the way up to stand, inhale. Let there be a little lean back this time. Take the high prayer overhead. Exhale, a forward fold. Step your right foot back as you breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Plank pose as you inhale. All the way to the belly as you exhale. So another opener for the front body. Send the arms long behind you. Loop the shoulders up and back to lift the gaze, lift the heart. And then you can go ahead and lift your legs. If that causes anything crunchy in the low back, then just drop the legs down. Breathe the heart forward. Exhale. Hands come underneath the shoulders, just behind the shoulders, thumbs near the side ribs. Upward facing dog. Loop the shoulders up and back. Let the gaze lift slightly. Downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward as you breathe in. Right foot follows, fold, exhale. All the way up to stand, right into eagle pose. So we've been here, the body knows, wrap around, sink it down. Inhale up to stand. Feel the front body open, and then call on the muscles of the abs, other side, hug the navel back. All the way up, breathe in. All the way down this time as you breathe out. Left foot back, inhale. Plank pose as you exhale. Push the earth away, so feel the back of the heart get nice and wide. Take a breath in. Child's pose, breathe out. Come back to listening to the sound of your breath. Notice the heat in the body. Start to walk the hands back in on an exhale, and let's just shift onto our seat. Come to a cross-legged place. Find something underneath the hips. And just as we began, let the eyes close. And notice if the heart's beating a little bit quicker. And then tune into your ability to regulate your own nervous system by slowing the breath. This is just training for the real world, right? When our heart rate spikes, when something's getting us upset, just a few deep breaths. And there's a physiological effect in the body. You can stay like this or let the eyes open up. I feel better. I hope you do too. So take that power with you. When we're working on the core, it's all about power. Take that with you into the rest of your day and take this 10 or so minutes to practice anytime. Thanks for checking in with us today. You can follow me on Instagram at Mindfulish, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.